Okay, if you look at this pie chart, whenever you want to make a change to this chart or any formatting to be done, we have two options. Okay, under the design menu tab, which is a part of your chart tool, we have a quick layout. You can click on this drop down and you'll find different types of layouts which are there related to your pie chart. Okay, and you can use this. Clear? Let us use this one where we have got, I'm getting the value in percentage and I'm also getting a legend along with the chart title. So let me click on this. My chart changes. Okay, this is one way. If you do not like the color combination, change color option. So you can come to this option here, change colors. Okay, this is the one which is by default. The first one is selected. If you want, you can go to other one and so on. You can see the changes happening. The one which you feel is more attractive for you, you can select that one. Let us select the fourth one. So I'll select this one. Okay, the changes will happen as per that. Second change can be done from for your chart styles. Your chart styles, either you can do it from here or you can also do it from here. So if I look at this different options, you can see this. These are my different chart styles which are available. Okay, you can come here down, select this or this, whichever you want. Let us select this one or this one. Hardly any difference. Okay, the only thing what happened was your data, the percentage which was inside the pie has gone outside the border now. Okay, so you can change the chart style from here. If I want to change the chart type itself, I don't like this chart type and you would like to change it, then we have an option here, change chart type. So let us see this as well. Now it will give you a dialog window which says change the chart type, and we have, let us create say sunburst. Okay, this chart, and you can click on OK here. Or you can also have, you go to the pie chart and you can create a 3D one. So this is a 3D pie chart. Okay, right now I want to go for this one. I click on OK. Okay, so your chart changes and you get a different type of chart altogether. Again, the styles can be changed from here. Whichever you feel like you want, you can do this changes. Okay, this one. The chart title can be changed from here itself. You can delete whatever. Sorry, Control Z. Okay, the chart title I have deleted. Okay, so if you want the chart title, you can also click on this plus sign. Okay, select this, it will get added. Fine, and once you're here, you can delete this and give a new title altogether. So because this is number of orders by state, I'll just give number of orders by state. That's it. So this becomes one of my chart. Okay, so you can do chart formatting here. There's another way of doing the formatting. Let us say I want to change this color. I'm not happy with one of the colors. Okay, we in the chart, when you click on this, you can see this is getting selected. Again, click on one of them. Only this one will get selected. Let me change this chart type so that we can see it properly. So I'll select this, go back to your design, change this now. Let me put the pie chart back. Uh, this time I'll put a 3D one. Okay, now I'm not happy with this color. So I click on this, click once more. Okay, you can see this is only this pie is getting selected. Okay, now if you want, you can insert, you go to home. Okay, and put a different color from here. So you can see this one. If I like this color, I can put this color. So color can be changed individually as well of a particular, you can say pie from the pie chart. Okay, you can do that. The other option is when you come to the format option here, you also have the fill shape fill option. You can fill it from here as well. Okay, now I change it. So you can see this got changed. Okay, so there are different types of formattings that can be done for a chart by default. Okay, you can also do filters. If I don't want this, all the three states, I can go to this filter option here. Okay, and remove one of them. I get only one of the two options selected. Okay, I don't want all. So let us see, I want this one and this one. Click on apply. Okay, I get only the two states. Okay, so you can change. Now, if you remember when we did the pivot charts, it was much more easy to handle the pivot charts than the charts which we are doing now. Now, for your practice purpose, whatever we have done till now, especially in this example, I want you to do the same thing using pivot tables. Okay, so you will realize how easy it is to use pivot table to do the same thing which we are doing right now. Clear? Let us come back with the same values. Okay. Secondly, if you remember last time, we had put a combo chart. This was my combo chart. Okay, where this is my total, and this is for the year 2013. You can see this data is getting, which is selected. So we have the account managers, we have the total, and we have the figures for 2013. Now, if you look at this chart here, you can see the legends here. It says series 1 and series 2, whereas it is not making it clear what the series is. We know that series 1 is the total and series 2 is your 2013 data. Okay. Now, if I want the actual words here, I want total to be here, and here I want 2013. What you can do is you can again, first of all, you need to select this chart. Go to select data. Okay. Now, this was the data range which we had selected. Okay. And here you can see this is my legend entries. So series 1, series 2. If I want to remove it, I can remove it. Or in this case, I want to edit this. So I'll click on edit. Okay. And it will give me the option. Either I can select the range for the name. So I will just click on total, click on OK. Fine. So whatever I have in this particular cell, it has come here. Let us change the second one as well. I'll select this. Click on OK. Finally, you'll find that this series has changed now. Okay, so in many cases, what is going to happen is by default, you will select the data range. You are not going to select the column headings or the row headings and so on. And in that case, you need to change the series properly. Manually, you have to go and make the changes. So that will be helpful there. Coming to the other things like switching the row and column, in this case, it is not going to look good, but still let me show it to you. If suppose, let me change this to, first of all, a normal chart, a column chart. Okay. And this one, click on OK. Plus, I'm also going to change the range. So I don't want this. So I'll come here. And instead of selecting this whole thing, I'll select only total. Come back, click on OK. Okay, so I have now the accounts manager and the total sales. Fine. Let us come back to this option which I wanted to show you, that is switch row and column. Okay, so the rows and the columns can be switched from here. You can see this one. The figures are coming here, the totals here, and the name has come here. So this is a different way of putting your chart. Okay, so the one which you like the best, you can keep that. This, this one. Okay, here we have the names directly here. Total, I don't want this to be here, so I'll just remove this. Okay. So you can change the rows and columns, columns to rows and rows to columns as well from your data. Okay, these are some small things regarding your charts. We'll also see some different charts. If one more change I'll do, I'll come back, select this whole data, change this. Again, this time I'm going to select both of them. Okay, and change the chart type. Now we have different chart types. The combo we have already seen. Now we can have this area chart. You can see this one. So here we can see this is my total, the one which is in blue, and this is the area, the other area which is showing the sales figure for 2013. So the one which you like the best, you can select from here. Scattered chart can also be done. So this is my scattered chart. For each, you can say uh, value, the account manager, the value has been plotted. Okay. This is one more, which is a waterfall. I'll show you waterfall for this one. Okay, this one. Now, what is waterfall going to do? It is going to add up each of them. So you can come as waterfall. Yeah. Okay, and click on OK. Now it changes this and it can give me the total. Okay. So from here, this total, and when I refer to this last one, okay, the total is given to you. Clear? You can see this in legend here. Right? So there is a line, actually there's a line which cannot, it's not visible of this color. Okay. And it gives you a better figure. So total number of sales orders, number of orders can also be known from this particular chart. We'll come back to charts further when we do further different types of charts. Okay, there's one small thing which I would like to show you in this particular dashboard. Uh, we have a column called trend. Okay, in this particular cell, I want to put a small chart here. Okay, so I'll select this, all the cells where I want to put this chart, and go to the insert option. Now in the insert option, we have something called Sparklines. Okay, here it is. Just next to your charts, we have Sparklines. In this, I want to put the line chart and I want to see how the trend is. So I click on line chart. It tells me to select the data range. Now, data range, I want to see from the year 2013 to 16. So I'll select this first cell, select all of them. Okay. And you can see this location range is already selected because we selected from G21 to G34. Okay. So I'll click on OK. And as soon as I do that, I get a small, you can see spark lines in each of the cells, which is representing the performance of, you can say, this particular account manager from the year 2013 to 16. Okay, and this line itself tells it's going up. This one tells me it's gone down, and so on. So it's just a quick reference to the trend of, you can say, sales by account manager. Now, instead of using the line, I can also use a different one. Let us say a column. Okay, so a column will look like this. Okay, and we also have this win and loss. Now, win and loss is not going to help me here because all my values are positive values. So let us change one of the values. I'll come here. Let us multiply this by -1 to make it negative. So you can see this, it's come down, and I'll select this whole range. Okay, and when I'm inside this, let us come make the change here itself. I'll just change the color, spark color. Okay, for negative values, I'll keep red. Okay, so what happens, the values which are negative are now in the, you can say, win and loss chart. The bar has changed to a red color. So you can do such changes, and you can also display, you can say, a spark line for a quick reference in the same cell instead of putting a big chart altogether. Okay, let me change this back to chart lines or spark lines. Lines are better. Okay, and I'm going to change this data as well. I've multiplied this by -1. I'll get back the data. Okay. Okay, I hope you have understood this two things, especially your charts, the sparklines and so on. Okay, coming to the next topic, there's some small logical operators which I would like to show you all. So for that, I'll go to the first sheet, or the second, might be the second one. Okay, I'll come here. Let us say I want to pay the commission, like last time. I'll say pay commission, or let us say status, commission status. Okay, what I'm trying to do here is I want to pay only those who have got more than, you can say 20 as the commission, might be $20, 20 rupees, whatever. Let us format this. So I'll copy the format painter, put it here, and I'll use the wrap text. Fine. I'll select this whole thing and center this alignment. Let us put the borders. I'll select from here and select all borders. Fine. Now this looks good. Now what I want is I'll put a status here saying pay commission, either pay or don't pay. Either there'll be a blank cell, or there'll be a content called pay. So based on the value of the commission, I want to display the status. Okay. So for this, I can make use of a function called if function. Okay. Last time we had seen the sum if function, right? Where we had a condition, and based on the condition, we did the addition, or we also did the counting, right? Count, we had to use the function countif and count ifs. Okay. So similarly, we have a simple if conditional function, which says equal to if, okay, round bracket, if this value, so I select the first logical test, this value is greater than, say, 20. If it is greater than 20, what do I want? So I'll put a comma. It says value if true. If the condition is true, I want to display pay. Okay. Else, I don't want anything. So either I can just complete the round bracket here like this and press enter. Okay. Now, if I copy this down, let us double click this. Okay. What happens? Wherever the value is greater than 20, the condition is true and the word pay is getting displayed. No, it's added to your cell. Whereas wherever the condition is false, you can see this false has been added. Now I don't want this false here. It's not looking good. So what I'll do is I'll come back. Now, instead of keeping only one condition, I'll give a comma here. If it is false, I'll give double quotes, empty double quotes without any space, nothing. Press enter now and double click. Okay. So now wherever we have false, there's nothing here, empty. Okay. So instead of displaying false, what has happened now? Empty cell is there. Clear? So this is how you can write a if condition as well. Where we have, in this example, we have a simple if condition. We can also have a nested if condition where we have a if within the other if. Okay. For example, suppose if the amount is greater than 20, I say pay. Okay. And I can write one more if here. So if round bracket, again, I'll select the same cell. Okay. Less than, let us say, do we have 10? No, we don't have 10. So we have 16 and 19. So let us say less than 18. Okay, so if this value is less than 18, I say 2 less, or let us say 2 less. 2 less for payment or whatever. Okay, and I'll give a comma and I'll give empty. Okay, now there's a round bracket which is missing. Fine, so I see this, and now when I'm dragging this, here you can see, just because this was less than 18, I got 2 less. The rest of them remains blank. Okay, so like this, if you have multiple conditions, you can, write nested ifs as well. Or if you have more than one condition, you can make use of the logical operators. There are two or three logical operators like your and, or, nor. Okay, a not, sorry. Not is also there. Now, how does that work? I'll just show it to you here. Now, your and logical operator, and into round brackets. It takes multiple conditions. And if all the conditions are satisfied or all the conditions are true, overall condition will be true. Okay, let us take an example. Let us say I want the price should be, say, greater than 10, or let us say greater than 15. Okay, put a comma, and the quantity should be greater than 10. Complete the round bracket, press enter. It gives you false. That means one of the condition is false. Which one? The first one. You can see this one. This is 12. This is greater than 10, no problem. But this is not greater than 15. And that's why the overall condition is false. Now, if I drag this down, okay, now all the conditions are false except for one. This one is true. Here we have greater than 15, and here we have greater than 10. Got it? So I'm using multiple conditions to be used with the logical and operator. Okay, like this, we also have the or operator. So instead of and, if I give or, okay, this is my logical or, and I have two conditions, press enter. Now I can just drag this down. Okay, so here you can see maximum all are true except for one of them here, because this is both the conditions, like this is less than 15 and this is also less than 10. So both the conditions are false, and that's why overall the condition becomes false. Whereas in, if you remember, in and, both the conditions should be true. Whereas in or, either one condition is true, the overall condition is true. Okay. And then we have the not function or the logical operator, which is again like it just gives you, it just changes the true to false and false to true. So if I give not into bracket, let us say true, and press enter, okay, it becomes false. Okay, so true will become false and false will become true. That can be done using the not logical operator. Let me delete this. Okay, now what if I want to use this logical and inside this if condition? Can I do that? So let us give and here, and into bracket, I'll say commission. So this one, say greater than, say 15, comma, one more time, and this should be less than, say 25. Okay, so greater than 15, less than 25. There are two conditions which I have. If this condition is true, then I want to pay them. So I'll give some message. Let us put A. Okay, else I'll put B. Right now, just for your understanding, I'm putting A and B. I press enter. Okay, put this. So wherever I have A, that means my commission is between 15 and 25. Okay, and where it is not, like in this case, it is not less than 25, and there's the reason I've got B. Okay, so you can use the logical operator and or, and in fact also your not, along with your if conditions. Wherever we have multiple conditions, you can use that together and write your conditions. Okay, so this is one small thing I wanted to show you before moving on to some other topic. Any doubts in using this if condition? Anyone? Okay, great. No doubts. I hope you have understood. Guys, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very much. A loud yes is expected. Good. Thanks for the response. Let us go to some new topic today, that topic which I was planning to take. In fact, we have some 30 minutes left. So in 30 minutes, I'll should try to cover as much as possible. We'll go ahead and do some data validation. Okay. So for data validation, I have got a new sheet for inventory. So this is my new sheet I have. Okay. Now this is an inventory data. It has some related data related to your product code, product description, the supplier department, and so on. And along with that, we also have the quantity in hand, then reorder level, the last order, unit price, retail price, and so on. Okay. Now, if you look at this data, you'll realize if you look at carefully, let us see, there's a column called rack. Okay. And I have some numbers here. Fine. And suddenly when I come here, there's a word written there top. I come here, there's only 33 and nowhere there is. And then we have this second. Okay. Let us say I have only rack between 1 to 9. Okay. And the user who's entered the data has made a mistake by entering 33. How do I know this? Okay. The data which I'm getting or the data which is punched in inside my Excel sheet should be validated wherever it is possible. So let us try to write a validation for this particular column altogether. So I'll just select this column. Now to select the column, I'm going to click on the first cell, press Control Shift and down arrow to go to the last record. Okay. So Control plus Shift plus down arrow will select all the records in that particular column. You can see this, all the values have been selected. Okay. After you do that, you have to go to the data menu option here. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. We have to be at home only. Fine. Once you select this all data, of course, under data, we have data validation. We'll come back to home tab where we have this conditional formatting. That is later on. I'm showing you data validation. So the cells on which I want to write my data validation condition, I have to select that first. Click on this data validation. We also have this drop down here. Okay, we have data validation, circle invalid data. Now this will come later on when it finds out the invalid data. Okay, and this is to just clear the validation circle. So I'll click on this data validation. So I get this dialog window. It says there are 3 tabs inside this. One is your settings, input message, and your error alert. I would like to do a validation on the cells where I want the user to enter values between 1 to 9 only. Okay. Anything which is like 0 or negative value or greater than 9, it should give me an error and it should display a message to the user saying that the data which you have entered is wrong, or please enter data between 1 to 9, whatever you want. So what I'll do is I'll say allow whole number. Okay. Now, by default, you can see this as soon as I do this, I get a between option. We have multiple options here. But for right now, I require between. Minimum value is 1 and maximum value is 9. Okay. Now, once this is done, there's one more option here, checkbox, which says ignore blank. So if by chance, if the rack number is not entered, it is blank cell. Okay, it is not going to perform any validation there. So I'll keep this as ticked. Then I'll go to the input message box. I'll just give a title to this message. I'll say input. And here I'll write enter value between 1 to say 9. Okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, and Control C. I'll go to error alert. Okay, if the user enters an invalid data, I want this message to come. So I'll just change the title to error. Paste this, and here I'll write invalid data. Okay, please enter value between 1 to 9. Okay, there's one more thing here. there is a style. Okay, there are three types of styles which can be used. One is stop, where you're forcing the user to enter the valid data. Okay. Second is warning. In the warning, what happens? A warning will be displayed, and if you want to continue, you can continue. Okay. Or if you feel like, okay, fine, I don't want to put a wrong data, I can put the right data. And the last one is just for your information sake. Okay, information will be given to you, a dialog window with the information saying that it is invalid. Please enter value, but it is going to accept the invalid data as well. Okay, wherever you want to force the user to enter the valid data, that time you're going to make use of stop. So for this case, I'm going to make use of stop. I click on OK. Fine. As soon as I do that, you will find that there's a, whenever I go to a particular cell, okay, you can see this, there's a input, you can see message, which says input, there's a title, enter value between 1 to 9. Now, again, you'll find that there are some, green icons here, comments. When I click on this, it says data validation error. Okay, that means my data which I have entered previously, there's an error in 1, 2, and this third one here. Now, it's not very helpful here because it's not showing me properly. So what I'll do is, I'll come back, I'll select this, and I can come and say circle invalid data. And wherever I have invalid data, that data gets circled. Okay, I'll pause it here and we'll restart the meeting. So please rejoin again. I'm stopping it.